Our planet is falling. The danger will test you. Better make it a high-speed rescue.
What is up, guys? Welcome to an episode of Lone Warrior, one of our final 2 episodes, and today we'll be tackling Ryu Ranger. So without further ado, let's hop into this character, but first take a look at his talents. He has a 32% health pool and 42% striker and breaker damage. So we're finally at that point where I'm at like one of my great characters that I like playing a lot, back pretty much for ladder, to grind, to pretty much try to get to the top. Ryu Ranger. What made this character such a good lone warrior? Well, it's the fact that he has a nice Sokudo kick when needed. And once you get that nice Tatsumaki, you get into some good looks. Oop, I had to eat that. Whoopsies. I'm going to Tatsumaki. I'm going to do this breaker. And go into that, actually. Get blocked. Tatsumaki! Fresh. So we started off strong pretty much in a lone warrior type matchup. Not bad. It was awesome playing this. It was cool doing. So Ryu Ranger brings a lot to the table. I put him in S class without a doubt for how godly he is and how much he actually puts in the work and the time. He's a really good S-class warrior in a lot of ways. The way this character runs and how he feels. Like, I always kept recommending this character to some players. Like, if you want to like stop playing Corag and want to pick up someone else, Ryu Ranger's a good close second. But, you know, at least he's not that much of a busted mofo. So when play Ryu Ranger, sometimes you would always want like your primaries to have some of that good freedom. You get some good pokes in when you need it. Tatsumaki! I like when he wastes shields. Tensho! And then after doing Tensho, you can go into that nice birdie. Once you build up enough energy, you can go into that attack, into that attack. I mean, it's a really amazing character, honestly. The way this character was made. Oh yeah, you don't have a shield. For some reason, I don't believe in Hide before shield ever getting back-to-back shields. That's just my way of thinking. But, you know, Ryu Ranger does pack a good punch, and he packs a lot of combos with him when he can and can't do. I mean, I wouldn't say his middle slot is good, but, I mean, once you can try to get your block out, that's always helpful as well. That's why you kind of gotta wish, like, if you have a shield in your primary, but you have the breaker Hadoken, the Taka Hadoken, that would pretty much help you in the long run. Because it's like Ryu Ranger, man. And you know what? This character is stupid good when needed. I mean, that guy's got a level 1, so I feel like I need to go stupid. And you know what? Right there, you kind of see, like, he went down from... He did like a good 7,000 combo. I got a nice Hadoken. Nice Hadoken. Sokudo Rush. Feel the kick. Feel the power within that Lone Warrior. I'm glad he's doing a Lone Warrior right back. He understands this power. He understands like what Ryu Ranger kind of brings, but he needs to at least get him to at least level 3 for him to actually be viable for his Lone Warrior stature. I can't really play a Lone Warrior if my character's not at least at a good challenge level, or he won't feel right. He won't feel like he's at least a good potential to show off his power. But you know, I pretty much pushed him beyond those limits, and that's why we have Ryu Ranger as he is now. Busted and not too busted, but nice. He gets through a lot of stuff, and I like the fact that he does have like good insta attacks that not a lot of characters, you know, bring. Oh, goody. Look, you did more Corag stuff. Now, what am I doing in this situation? I'm just trying to get the attack where I need it. Punch. Sokudo Rush. Get that Shield Bash out of here. So now I'm going to be playing a nice poke game with the Corag. But again, pokes don't bring me much damage. Keep that in mind. Yeah, that's not going to work. Your Knight's Fury? Nope, not happening. 1, 2, bop, and then another Sokuto Rush. So I'm in a good spot because I set myself up for like a good hand. Like I'm willing to take that because he's not going to block. Well, now he blocked. But he's not even in a good place either. So he must have gotten a shield. Yep, definitely got a shield, or he would have at least tried the shield bash me. But you know, that's just the power of like Ryu Ranger. He's mostly, you can spam like his primaries, kind of get the pokes in, nice instant attack in, and you won't really much have to like turtle him out because you know Ryu Ranger is not much of a turtle type of a character that was made for this game. More of an aggressive type when needed. It's when like Ryu gets that certain hand where it's like if you have to use only his specials, it does become a little bit fatal. But if you can turn the tide of battle to your advantage with that and get a nice shield in, congratulations, you got your Ryu Ranger at a good position, and I appreciate that. So even fighting Rita, Ryu has some good leverage. Hadouken, Tatsumaki, and I set that shield to be in my middle slot perfection. So when you play with your attacks, you can get a lot done. Tatsumaki, Taka Hadouken, power up to get that 8 energy, pop him up. Oh, you landed, but he doesn't even have a shield, so GG's. Ryu Ranger's also a really good counter pick even against like Rita. You gotta have like the good characters that have that good instant attack when you feel like your opponent has these types of characters that require turtling or just feel instant right back at you. Ryu is the perfect balance between beating characters at a certain level and destroying them when needed to be. Obviously, assist give him even more power, but Lone Warrior enough shows how good he is even on his own. Ryu Ranger just feels right, and I always tell people to get this character when you can because it's nice to have some good characters. Honestly, it's great to have. Now, Cat, that's a whole nother story, but we don't get into that. Really? You do a backflip kick? Now, I got a good hand against Cat because I don't have to do much besides save my Sokuto rushes for later. Got it? Because you know what? They always backdash back and forth. It's like it's always going to be the Cat thing. So I got Sokuto Rush. Obviously he dashed forward, so we got him with that. Punch. Yeah, we're not gonna give him. Ooh, there we go. Hadouken. Perfect Hadouken. Get down on the floor. Stay to the ground, kitty. One, two. Tatsumaki for the win on that, honestly. Couldn't have won without it. Great way to stop a Cat player when needed. But Ryu will have a lot of good counter hits on like heavy type breaker characters. And that's like just like one of the few that you could do. Ryu can also get by Ranger Slayer. Obviously, Ranger Slayer's tricks is all breakers. But since Ryu has all these strikes, Ranger Slayer won't have time to kind of react to Ryu's power kicks, power strikes, and just all that good stuff. Ryu Ranger is like one of the more S-class Lone Warriors than anything. And the fact of the matter is, once he gets Taka Hadouken, it still gives you more combo potential, and the character just kind of goes to work. Beating up Corag is always the best part because it just shows how strong this character can be. I mean, that's fine. Gotcha. Did I say that Sokuto Rush? Nah. I'll waste it. I always go back to poking my opponent. Always. Like, I can get some good poke hits. Like, 300 is always some good poke damage. And I'll just keep Sokuto rushing your booty. Oop. Ooh, double shields. No. Gotcha. Now, at this point, I have to go EX Taka Tatsumaki. It's the best way to go about this. Ooh. Got movie blacked hard. Trap him in a corner because he's going to try to block something that's not real. And that's why I like Ryu's kind of Taka Hadoken. It gives some good leverage, and I like it. It's like one of the greatest things I think about this character that I enjoy is the Taka Hadoken, because it is kind of almost instant, and it gets by a lot of stuff that your opponent kind of feels like they can block or get out of, but not in a good time. Ryu Ranger is a must-have always, guys. You must definitely try to get this character the best you can, because I highly recommend even having him on your team. It's good. He's a great character. Always gives out that best that he can be. And, you know, like, it just makes sense on why he came out even like this with, like, better results. I mean, people can hate on this collab as much as they want, but the fact that we got a freaking Ryu Ranger out of it, I take that as a freaking win. Like, I really do. Because Ryu Ranger, as of today, is still pretty damn strong. Damn, Cammy, you had to eat that crap. If I'm going to get an assist spam, like, geesh, alright, hold up, let me build up my energy. Because again, like I said, I don't even need much, but if you run out of a shield, I can definitely go hamsies. Hamsies. Oop. Tickle my nipples. Yeah, that's fine. Not like that play's gonna do any damage anyways. Nah. Nah. Eat them pokes. Gotta eat that punch though. Whee! I was trying to poke him to death, honestly. GG's. But you know, the Sokudo kick is something like you gotta treat like a shield bash, but you don't have to always treat it like a turtle attack. You can pretty much use it when you feel like it, but if you feel like you're fighting like turtles and you gotta really kind of get your momentum back, that's the best way to put it. You want to get your primaries free because you need those attacks to stop the other turtle player from doing work. And Ryu Ranger is perfect against even those types of turtles. Against the turtle play, against the turtle play style, because Ryu Ranger can master it all. He can get in, and that's the best part of it. It's Ryu Ranger, man. I like this character. I really do. And again, as you can see, I really liked him because I went more hamsies than I would for any other character, and that, again, says a lot. Now, fighting this Snide, obviously there's going to be some rushdowns. Wow! Props, dude! Hadoken. Like, damn, it's already GG's. I can't even do anything, honestly. It's, like, funny. Tejo! Tatsumaki? I can block that. There we go. Again, why do I like that Breaker Hadoken? For a lot of reasons. Something that your opponent never really expects, because it's actually really good. Nice pop-up. Welcome to the Snitch Show. Again, and that's another thing about insta-blocks. They don't work so well against Ryu. It will always be 50-50. Gotcha. And that Sokudo Rush will just follow your opponent to the ends of the earth. Ryu Ranger, man, I'm telling you, this character does not let up. He does do what he needs to get done. Sokudo Rush and all, Tatsumaki and all, Taka Hadoken and all, and just in all, one of the greatest characters, in my opinion, that came into this game with a perfect moveset to counter your opponent's playstyles in either or direction, and pretty much shows like what this character was really about. It's Ryu Ranger, and you know, like, you don't see him a lot on the ladder too much, but you know, when you do, just know you gotta be playing that character at least to its fullest potential, and even throwing out a little Sokudo Rush is what you'll always need. Because, you know what, Corag's great and all with the shield bash, but you know what, Sokudo Rush will surpass that in many ways. Again, a person dashing, not realizing the Taka Hadoken is OP. Again, why do I say Sokudo Rush is awesome? Because you can do more with it. Boom! Gotcha. And I'd rather just go for that since he kind of did waste a shield. Yes, he's going to the normal Corag attacks, but as you can see, he hasn't laid a finger on me. Nope. So now I can just Sokudo Rush when I feel like it, or Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki doing a good 1300. Not bad. And, you know, it says a lot about this character. I mean, I can go toe-to-toe with a Corag with Ryu Ranger because Ryu Ranger has something Corag has as well. But Ryu Ranger has more efficient attacks than what Corag could use as his arsenal. If your opponent would have to get desperate with assist, if your opponent would have to do this, that, it's just, is what it is. But this character brings the fire. Brings it. Brings the power of the Hawk with him. And it's a pretty strong power coin. I'm surprised Ninja couldn't give it to anyone else. But he's like, you know, I'm going to give it to some like random dude from a Street Fighter universe. And it might as well just be Ryu. Can't blame the guy. He had good taste. He's like, I'm going to give it to a Street Fighter. And I bet you he becomes a master of the power coin in 2 seconds. Like, the power coin chooses you, you know. I don't know. I think there was like a saying time I said, the coin chooses you. Or some weird Power Ranger quote. Oh, perfect. I got the shield where I want it to be. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You know it's sad? I had to eat all that, but you know what? I'm not even mad. Nah. Tatsumaki. Tensho. Yeah, I'm going to say this Kudo Rush because it actually will get me the game. Sorry, Billy. Insta-blocks do not work, so... Capitalize. Boom. I'm going to say this in case he summoned Ninjor. See? Summon Ninjor like I planned. It's good when you can read your opponent. It's always good. And Ninjor, try blocking that. Because guess what? You can't. Again, it's just funny because, you know, at this point, the opponent was just thinking, I'm going to try to get an insta-block so I can do something. But you got to realize one thing. Insta-blocks isn't Ryu Ranger's forte. Ryu Ranger gets by those stupid things because he's an insta-attacker and your opponent can't block crap. So you got to keep that in mind when you do play Ryu Ranger. You have more of the priority than anything. It is. I mean, we could have got Chun-Li Ranger, and she probably would have been the same damn thing. But, geesh, we got Ryu Ranger with them fresh Sokudo rushes. And you know what? We respect that. We respect what Ryu does. And obviously, when you fight characters like with heavy breakers, you kind of want to go for the little things. I'm glad I had enough time for that. But he's going to have enough time for that. Hadouken. Again, why I like my breakers more than his breakers are lame. There we go, Tatsumaki. Works every time. And I'm going to go breaker. Ah, he got me with that break. I didn't think he had the strike, honestly. He got me with that. I did not think he had the strike. Ah, you lucky bastard. Alright. Obviously, you're going to go full because you don't fear anything right now, but I'm going to make you fear something in 2 seconds, so hold up. Let me waste all that energy, get the shield in the middle side like I wanted to, and that's going to pretty much give me game. Damn it! It's never the breaker. Double Kimmy for game? Wow! And this is why you got to nerf assist, people. This is why you got to nerf assist. Still doesn't change the fact how godly Ryu is. That still didn't change the fact how good Ryu actually really is. I start to realize one thing about cat players. They run up to you and then they press a shield button. It's like, I think that's the play style now. It's kind of stupid. But it works all the time, so I really can't complain. It's a good strategy. That's alright. But that's why I kind of hope, like, when you fight cats like that, that's why Ryu has the priority when he does his Taka Hadouken, his Breaker Hadouken that gives him the power. Because it is who he is. That's what gives him, like, the edge in most of those battles. He saved himself by pretty much doing that block, but if I had, like, the Breaker Hadouken, it was game, man. It was definitely game, I'll tell you that much. So we're fighting Gold Zeo, big breaker dude. Oh, double shields, that's not good. No. As much as I love that attack, no. Tensho? Tatsumaki? I gotta save this Tatsumaki just in case he uses up 4 energy or 3. up. EX Tatsumaki! Yeah. So, I mean, in any situation, you gotta understand where your Ryu is looking at. You gotta look at the inside and the outsides of what the character you're playing and understand Ryu's playstyle to adapt to your opponent's playstyle. And Ryu Ranger is all about that. Once you see what your opponent kind of goes for, you can kind of adapt into your own. So I'm starting to realize if I waste more shields on cat players, like in my primaries, obviously, I would actually have more options because cats usually try to go for the breaker tech. Understandable. So pretty much they keep the cat scratch anyways. That's why they kind of waste the shield anyways. But when you can get in with those situations, it's just helps with your case here to win with Ryu Ranger. So right here, I'm trying to do one thing. Get the shield back in my middle slot and get back to the game. Jeesh. Give freaking Snide all the priority in the world. Nah. I could have went ham, actually. Well, now I can. But I gotta put the shield back in my primaries. So I'm gonna do EX Tatsumaki. And since I didn't get it back, obviously I'm in a not a... Why does that attack actually work? That's actually so godly for Snide users. I'm gonna hit with that Tatsumaki. Damn! Tatsumaki with a crit! That crit, though. Sheesh. Alright. We can definitely do that. And a couple more matches. So far we learned one thing. Ryu Ranger is a really good pickup for any player. It's the fact that he has all this counters, all these good momentum, like he has mobility. He doesn't need really slow down too much unless his primaries get blocked. But again, depending on the opponent you're kind of facing, you can get a better gist of what their playstyle is. And that's pretty much what it's all about. Oh, this guy changed. That's so funny. So Ryu Ranger is Ryu Ranger for reasons. Wow, that actually worked. Shocked. Don't you taunt me. Tatsumaki. Alright. So I'm just using like kind of specials here. That was a great crit, by the way. Got an EX Tatsumaki, which is kind of funny. Jen. I mean, he's got like instant combos, but geesh, Jen. Hadouken. Tatsumaki. Here comes the Sokudo Rush. And GG's. EX. There's so many like things that Ryu gets like put into like situations, even in mirror matches. I mean, in those types of things, like there's gonna be one thing: your opponent who has a shield in their primaries, obviously you're gonna have a disadvantage, but it won't put you off too much to the side as long as you can get an insta block. But Ryu Ranger just kind of blows up this amazing game with like being that secret tier meta that no one really uses that much because people rather stick to one-hit wonders like Corag and damage-wise power, Corag. But Ryu, he's got that power too. And believe it or not, once you figure out how to use it, you'll have a lot more priority than anything. So in this match right here, I'm not in a good spot because I wish I had a shield in that freaking middle slot, which I'm trying to get. But, freaking cat gets, like, so much priority, it's, like, crazy. Nope. Tatsumaki. Hadouken. Now, what am I trying to do? Get the shield back in the middle. And you know what? I accomplished my dreams. So I got this Sokudo Rush. And, I'm going to use another Hadouken. Got another shield. When you play your cards right, kids, you're able to do a lot of things. And I'm telling you, once you do that, this character will flow for you like any other character would. He just has good momentum, good speed, and the power that this character actually contains is unimaginable. I always would play this character. If I want to take ladder serious one day, I would pick this character day one of reset and start going for number 1. It's true, because I have more faith in playing Ryu than I would Corag, because Ryu actually has more good damage output and combo-based strategies. And, you know, I like it. That's why he's an S-Class Lone Warrior. So this is going to be our last match, guys, and we're going to call it quits for our boy. And I'm glad I did this video on him as my close to last video. And honestly, the last video was about the main guy of my whole roster. But, you know, we're going to just finish up strong and call it quits. But even with a double shield meta, you can always be safe. Well, not like that, because obviously he doesn't know what he's doing. God, that drill, man. It is too damn godly. Oof. That Sokudo Rush will save your ass, guys. Remember that. Save your buttocks from death. Oop. Get a block in. Awesome. Sokudo Rush coming in 3, 2, 1. GG's. Alright, guys. We're going to call it quits here for our boy, Ryu Ranger. He definitely kicked ass today. He showed us his strength. He showed us his power. He gave us pretty much the fact that his Lone Warrior tactics are strong as hell. And that's why people would respect this character more if they actually picked him up and started to learn him more. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry about the streams, man. No internet. It's been like a while. It's been like 2 days without internet. So hopefully we're back up and running tomorrow. Big shout out to our boy Marcus Worry. Hope you're doing good, my homie. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Be good. And always stick to your character's guts. And always know how to play your characters the right way. Peace out, guys. Be good.